Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be a weekly reading looking at the energy surrounding us during the week of February 19th through February 25th, 2018. For the reading, I will be pulling 3 cards from the Good Tarot deck by Colette Baron-Reid, plus 1 additional card from the bottom of the deck for the overall energy for the week. And then there's 1 oracle card from the Soul's Journey oracle card deck by James von Praagh. Obviously, as I always say, these readings are general in nature. The only way for you to get a truly individual reading, right, focusing on what is going on in your life right now, would be to get a private reading from me. If you're interested, please take a look at my site, Changing Phases Tarot. Weebly.com, or you can email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. Right, so I've already shuffled and meditated off camera. I've already pulled the cards really just to try to save time. I apologize for being late getting this out this week. It's just been very hectic this past weekend, so I am a little bit late, but I am also working on the mid-monthly. So just, sort of a heads up on that. I should have those posted by Wednesday, Thursday of this week. And the mid-monthlies focus on the areas of love and romance and career and finance. Okay, so those are on the way. All right, let me lower down the camera here so we can take a look at the cards that we have. Here we go. Okay, so the overall energy for the week, we have Page of Earth. In the past position, so the energy as we left the previous week, heading into this week. I love this card. I probably say that every time that I get it, but it's I think it's such a happy card in this deck. So the 10 of Water. That'll be the 10 of Cups. In the present position, we have the Moon. And in the future position, the energy as we leave the week, we have Major Arcana number 13, Transformation. Okay, and I will show you, I'll read the description for the Oracle card, but the Oracle card we have is Patience. Okay, and it says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. All right, so starting off with our overall energy here with the Page of Earth. So Earth energy, this is the suit of Earth, right? And it deals with the tangible things in life. So it deals with material possessions, it deals with our careers, the money that we are paid for the jobs that we do. It has to do with our homes, our families, it can have to do with education. Really, the things that we can touch and feel here in the material realm. The pages in the tarot, they can be people, right? So when they appear, usually these would be younger, it could even be a child of yours, or it could be just a younger sort of teenager or, early 20s earth sign individual, male or female. It's not gender specific. If it is, it would be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. When we have the court cards, they can be people, or they can just be events, situations, or the energy we're taking on, right, during that time. So with the pages are the ones who bring in news, right? And since we're dealing with the suit of Earth, this could be, as the overall energy, this could be some type of news regarding, possibly a new business venture, a new job offer. It could have to do with news or sort of reaching a particular goal. It could have to do with manifesting in some way. So, manifesting a dream of yours, something that has to do with, something that's tangible, something that you physically, manifest here in the physical realm. But it's a very, it's a good card. It's a card of success. It's a card of reaching your goals. Kind of those first signs of tangible success. When you first, seems like you've been working at it for a long time, and then you really start seeing signs of that. So hard work that you've put into it has really, you can see that it's starting to pay off here, and could be a new project, could be news of a new project, um, or again, it could be news of some type of job offer, and it looks like, he's sort of, it's like he's waiting for you. He's staring. Look at him. He's kind of staring, and like he's stopped in his tracks and he's sort of saying, all right, come on, follow me, let's go. So it's that type of energy. It's like there's something there. There's something that possibly you're ready to, to go after, and that's kind of the energy for this entire week here. But in the past position with the Ten of Water, this is water energy has to do with the Suit of Cups in the Tarot. So this would be dealing with our feelings, our emotions. It also has to do with our intuition as well. And tens in the Tarot, we typically think of them as being either endings or culminations. When with the Ten of Water, it's more like a culmination. It's like you finally reach that, the ultimate happiness, right? Because we're dealing with emotions and feelings. So the Ten of Water is a very, it's sort of the happy home and family card. It's the feeling very, very happy, sense of overall well-being. Physically you're feeling great, good fortune abound. So it's kind of like everything is going your way. You feel as though everything is right in the world. Everything is, right with the world and with you as well. So it's it's a very beautiful card. So with this in the past position, this could have been, over the past couple of weeks leading into this week, there could have been something that, that you were feeling very happy about. This could, for some of you, this could have to do with your families, right, or friends, or you just, feeling in general very happy, kind of as though things were, going your way, life was good, spending lots of time with the family, time, maybe around the house, but it's just overall, it's a card of great happiness, right? Great happiness and joy, and kind of like happily ever after card, which brings you into this moon card in the center. And the moon card, we have two major arcana cards, one next to each other here. We have the moon card sitting next to the transformation card, which in this deck it's called transformation, but in the traditional tarot, this would be the death card. So moon followed by death. Well, the moon it has to do with hidden things. Usually we think of the moon as sort of, whereas the sun shines its light and illuminates a situation and brings light, brings clarity, kind of shows you which way you need to go, shows you the right thing to do, or provide some type of clarity if you're looking for it, if there's a decision to be made, or, the sun does that. The moon, however, it shines its light, but it's always accompanied by a shadow, so it's always kind of like you never really see the full, what really is there to see, right? You don't see the full picture. And so in that case, you're kind of asked to use your intuition, right? Call upon your intuition to help guide you, because things might be a little unsure. Sometimes it has to do with secrets, right? Sometimes the moon appears when there are secrets, and we have to kind of uncover them, or in some way shine a light on the situation to figure them out. Could be having to use our intuition, like I said. This could come also through our dreams. Obviously, the moon card, it's very, it's the card of dreams. It's very linked to the subconscious, to our psychic abilities, right? To our intuition. So, this is us being called to, really go within, look deep, go within, listen to that inner voice when we're trying to figure out, or illuminate whatever this, the situation is, or figure out if this is, go back to the overall energy with this possible new job offer, or new, tangible financial offer. could be having to figure out something, right? Or needing to find out more about that offer before actually moving ahead, so kind of checking everything twice, making sure that everything's okay. There might be something that we're not seeing, at first glance, we don't see it. So we're being asked to really, figure everything out, see everything for what it is before we possibly commit to whatever this new opportunity is, right? So, but again, this is it's very much using our, yes, it's partnering with spirit, but it's also, using our intuition in order to kind of go behind the scenes, look behind the scenes, things might not really be as they appear. This card in this particular deck is linked to like illusion, and things maybe it's not really what's going on. It's that type of thing. So be careful, I think. And, with this in the present position, this might be kind of a cautionary card here, yes, there might be hidden things that you have to find out. There might be opportunities that, with this page of earth, and then, you've been having all of this wonderful happiness going on leading into this. There might be something that, you need to uncover, that there might be some type of opportunity, lying in the shadows here, waiting for the right time, waiting for this perfect time to be illuminated, for you to move on it and move forward, right? Which leads us to this 13, which is the transformation card. And the death card, or in this deck, transformation card, it's a card that speaks of change, right? And needing to accept that nothing stays the same, right? It's impossible for things to stay the same, right? Everything in life, it goes through cycles of birth and death and rebirth. So there's, it's a time of transition. This is definitely a transition card. Things are sort of transitioning from one thing to another, right? Needing to let go of the old in order to, and I did say with the Ten of Water here, this is, tens are culminations, but they're also ending, completion, right? Which, and this transformation card is all about change, right? And letting go of the old and welcoming in the new. And it definitely could be tied to this new financial offer or job offer, possibly change in career here. But, and there might be some type of opportunity that you're not seeing, or you haven't seen yet, or you haven't noticed, that could be very beneficial for you, right? But definitely pay attention to that. Pay attention to any, to your intuition, to signs, possibly to dreams. If you have any, different dreams that maybe when you wake up, you're like, wow, that doesn't really, that's strange, or that didn't make much sense. Maybe there's a message coming through with that dream, right? It is a card of great change and of new beginnings, because after an ending, obviously, there is a new beginning. So this could be, and it's a major arcana. So this is usually a significant change, right? A significant sort of ending a chapter in your life, ending a way of thinking, ending a habit, ending a career in order to embark on a new one. It's all about, endings, renewal, and change. And, again, with this moon card, I go back to the hidden things and, and how opportunities might come to light at the right time. The oracle card really goes along with that message, because it talks about, everything, and accepting that everything happens in divine order, in divine time. So let me go ahead and read you. For the oracle cards, I like to read from the guidebook, give you the full meaning for the card. And it says, Earth has become a place of instant gratification. You must focus on the maxim. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. This card has come to you because you need to learn the joy of anticipation. The process of doing is so rich in lessons, but when you concentrate only on the goal, those experiences are disregarded. Life is an unfolding, and the more patience you practice, the more you will let the universal energy celebrate itself through you and bring the experiences and situations your soul requires. You need to learn that there is a rhythm to everything in the universe. And the more you are living with patience, the more aware you are of the lessons your soul is studying. You are on a path. There are signposts. If you are speeding down the path, you will miss the little miracles and treasures that have been placed there. So again, that, this missing something, missing out on it, right? Needing to uncover possible hidden things, that will come to light at the right time. So these two cards are very much linked here, and the message is very much sort of in sync between these two cards, talking about needing to, possibly needing to slow down, pay attention to different signs, and maybe there's something that you are missing because you are rushing through, kind of going through the motions, rushing through each day. So there's a definite message here for some of you that has to do with an opportunity that could be hidden, that would bring about, is here. It's to bring about great change in your life, and it's very positive, but you just might need to kind of look beneath the surface, or try to find whatever this hidden opportunity is, in order to have this change, in order to move forward. But it all looks very positive, but it looks like there might be a little bit of work needed, right, on your part as well. So I do hope that the messages have helped in some way. I thank you very much for joining me here today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you all much peace, love, and light for a wonderful week. Bye for now.